Welcome to the Tennessee Curriculum Center website. Our mission is to support an inclusive and dynamic teaching community focused on 21st century learning. My name is Janice Gordon, and I am one of the many Tennessee teachers out there working daily to find classroom resources carefully aligned with our state standards. Hopefully, you have already recognized that the Tennessee Curriculum Center is well on its way to becoming a powerful resource for your classroom teaching experience. This is a teacher website built by teachers for teachers, and our goal is to have resources available for every state standard in math, ELA, science, and social studies, as well as Common Core standards for ELA and math. In your review of the website, however, you may have noticed some resource holes that you could fill as an educator. This is actually a wonderful opportunity for all classroom teachers because this site is now open for all members to submit resources they have themselves vetted for consumption by other colleagues. Let me show you how it's done. Now, before I explain, I want to be sure that you've become a member. As a member, you will receive messages which will alert you about new website updates. But the main reason to become a member as it pertains to this screencast is simple. You can't post original or online curriculum resources unless you're a member first. As a member, you will also have the opportunity to save favorite activities, assessments, and other resources to this website for easy access later. Sound good? Of course. So where do you sign up? On the bottom of the home page, simply click the member login. Then click register and fill out all the required information before clicking the register button again at the bottom left-hand corner of the page. Now, since I'm already a member myself, I want to log myself in so that I can show you the full benefits of the website. Once I've logged in, you'll notice a new toolbar across the top where I have access to my resources and my favorites and can edit and view my profile at will. You may want to take the opportunity right now to pause this screencast and sign yourself up. Now that you're a member, let's get started. So here's the scenario. You're a 6th grade science teacher. You go to the science standards and choose grade 6. There you click on Standard 12, Forces in Nature, and you find the only topic thread here, which is electricity. You click on electricity because you are going to be covering the grade level expectation 7.12.1 and you're ready to plan your lesson. You notice under the assessment tab that there are no resources yet, and you, as a stellar veteran teacher, have been using a particular summative assessment for years that is carefully aligned with this standard, and you want to add it to the website for other teachers to access. So how do you do it? Simply go to My Resources. Across the top, you're going to see a series of buttons. Add an online resource, an original resource, submission guidelines, submission flowchart, resource review rubric, and a submission checklist. All of these buttons will direct you to some invaluable information to help you with the submission process. As a first-time submitter, the submission guideline list may be very, very helpful. But I want to take you through the submission checklist. I am basically going to walk you through this process step by step. So let's say that you want to add that original resource, that original assessment. Click on Add Original Resource. And you have to include the title. Let's say it's Wired for Sound. You want to upload a particular document. Well, you have to ask yourself what files are acceptable. You may include a Word document, a PowerPoint presentation, a PDF file, or even a video. You have to note that the video itself cannot exceed 16 megabytes, which is fairly easy in video world. Once you've done that, you have to certify that this is an original document. If it is, you're finished with that part of the process. If it is not, you are required to list the identity of the source of the original materials that you used. Using the drop-down menu, you can select what kind of resource it is. In our case, we decided it was going to be a summative assessment, and it's going to be in the field of science. In this particular text box, you need to write a brief description of the resource itself, keeping in mind that this is what the viewer on the website will look at in order to determine whether or not to look more deeply into this assessment. If you were doing an assessment in ELA or math, you could choose the Common Core standards that align with this particular assessment. You do need to select the Tennessee Learning Expectations, and we're in science, so we would take us directly to the science standards. Then you would fill in how this particular resource addresses the learning expectations or directly deals with the Common Core and standards that you selected. Lastly, you would type in key concepts. This will help our search engine. Those key concepts themselves need to be separated by commas. Once you've finished, or maybe you haven't finished, you can save the resource and return to it later, or save the resource for submission. If at any point in this process you have difficulty, simply click on the feedback button on the right-hand side of the page and leave us a message. Once this resource has been submitted, it will be vetted by a resource review board. The review board will actually apply a resource review rubric in order to determine whether this resource will be accepted into the Tennessee curriculum collection. I hope this quick tutorial has been helpful. Please continue to visit us here because new resources are constantly being added, and as the website evolves, we want you to be a part of this dynamic process. We value your expertise and appreciate your involvement in the Tennessee Curriculum Center. Thank you.